Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another season of the PCPL High Tier Division. This is season number 7, and the Detroit Dragons are back yet again. On the last season, in season 6, we played very well. We actually got the playoffs, which was awesome. That was my goal for the season. We played very well. We ended up at 5-3, but I was starting off at 4-1 before I took another loss. So that was awesome. Like, I was very proud of that. The team I built was absolutely insane. I was only missing very, very few key things you want in draft, but other than that, the team worked wonderfully. Absolutely loved it. Had an absolute blast. But we are here in season number 7, and this is going to be vastly different. This is an Ubers League now, and I've never done an Ubers League before. So this is going to be interesting. And if for those of you who are unaware, Ubers lets you use one restricted Pokemon. Not all of them are available. It depends on the league. Some leagues might do all restricted. Some might ban a few of them. This one has quite a few banned, but the amount of restricteds I can pick are pretty large. It's a pretty large selection. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a draft analysis. I will show you my team and why I drafted them. And then we will get into week number 1. So, let's get going, guys. So, during the draft, I was the 11th person to choose. All of the picks that I wanted got chosen before my turn even came. So I wasn't sure which restricted I wanted. So I decided to do something a little bit different. I chose my Uber second when it came back to me. And when you see the first pick, you might understand why. So, let's get right into my new team. Here are the Detroit Dragons for Season 7. Enamorus Incarnate form, Arceus-Bug, Darkrai, Iron Boulder, Terra Captain, Skeledirge, Krookodile, Brambleghast, Goodra, Empoleon, and Torracat. Also a Terra Captain. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why did you choose an Uber second? Well, because the ones I wanted, I really wanted either Kyurem White or Kyurem Black. Both of them got chosen, and so I decided to kind of wait it out and see what other Ubers get picked before I made my choice. And so out of the restrictors that remained, I chose Arceus-Bug mostly because the two strongest Arceus forms in this league are Psychic and Dark, and Arceus-Bug beats them both. Now, Arceus' weaknesses are very minimal because rock moves are not that great, and I already have Boulder, so I'm not really worried about the rock weakness. So it's really only weak to two types in my view. I decided to go with that, and also hits Mewtwo really well. So Arceus-Bug was my choice. It might change in the near future. There are some others that are left available, but they didn't really click with me. So we're gonna give Arceus-Bug a try. And Iron Boulder, for the first time ever, is a Terra Captain for me. Fighting and Ground. If you guys remember from the prior season, Iron Boulder was my MVP pick. 2 seasons in a row, actually. Iron Boulder is one of my favorite Pokemon to draft, and I'm so excited that I finally get to have it as a Terra Captain. Torracat is another Terra Captain with Fire, Bug, Grass, and Poison. I really wanted Incineroar, but Incineroar got chosen, and I don't really have anything to trade for it, so I decided to grab Torracat because it is a mini Incineroar, which is also faster by 30 points. It's crazy. Let's go over each Pokemon real quick. So, Enamorus Incarnate. I love this Pokemon. It is so stupid strong. It has a wonderful speed tier and an insane special attack stat. This thing is wonderful. I can run it so many different ways. It's also flying type, so it's ground immune. So, Enamorus Incarnate was my first choice. You might be wondering, well, if Iron Boulder was your favorite Pokemon, why didn't you draft that first? Because no one was going to take it, trust me. Anyway, Arceus-Bug. Yeah, so Arceus, I've never used it before. Never. In any draft league ever. So I thought, you know what? Let's give it a try. And I already told you the reasons why Bug. Darkrai. Darkrai is extremely strong. I don't know how this thing didn't get chosen before I got it. But this thing can be run so many different ways. You can run it with Nasty Plot, you can run it Choice Specs, Choice Scarf. You can even give it Scope Lens to help Hypnosis put things to sleep, and then go for Nasty Plot. It is so good, and it is a 125 base speed stat. Insane. I am so glad I got to use it. We're going to see how he does in the main season, yeah? Boulder. I don't need to say anything further, except fighting in ground Terras will be awesome. I now will be able to resist anything that you usually OHKO me, and I can safely get either a Substitute or a Swords Dance off now. Wonderful. Skeledirge. Having an unaware Pokemon is so good in Draft because you ignore all of those stat boosts that people might go for. Crazy good. And it's also a Rapid Spinner. Rapid Spin blocker, I mean. It's just an overall very good mod. Gives me that Fire type and Ghost type coverage, so we're good there. Krookodile is an insane lead. I love having Krookodile as a lead. Stealth Rock Setter comes with Intimidate, has great typing in Ground and Dark. This thing, I look forward to using this. It's going to be so good. I can even run it as a Moxie Pokemon, so if I want to run something like Loaded Dice, I can really run away with the game very easily with Krookodile. So looking forward to it. Brambleghast. A second Ghost-type Pokemon that I kind of didn't need, but it is Grass-type as well, and it's a Rapid Spinner. So, Brambleghast was one of the only Rapid Spin mons left, really. Brambleghast, while it is pretty frail, it does get access to Strength Sap, as well as Leech Seed. So, there's lots of things you can do with Brambleghast. It does get spikes as well, but you can actually set up Infestation and Strength Sap and Leech Seed, and you can trap something, and they can never move, and you just keep healing. It's actually pretty fun. But it does have a lot of other neat little tools in its kit. So, very excited to have Brambleghast here. Goodra. Goodra is my special defense Pokemon. This thing has a monstrous 150 base SpDef. This thing will be my wall for special attackers. I always try to get something extremely defensive, at least something. Registeel is one of the best because it gets a 150 base defense and defense. But Goodra will be really good special defensively, and I can even make it physically defensive. So Goodra will be good. It's also nice to have a Dragon Pokemon. And it also comes with the Gooey ability, which I can reduce speeds with it. So that could be very handy against some of the teams that might run something like a Sneasler or Roaring Moon, something like that. Empoleon. I really needed a Steel type. Because it covers for a lot of my open weaknesses, but also I needed a water type, and Empoleon just kind of fit the bill. Now, Empoleon isn't the fastest thing, but it does get Flip Turn, and it does get Aqua Jet. So I have water priority, as well as a water pivot. But with the competitive ability, might be able to turn it into a carry. We'll see how it goes. I've never used Empoleon yet, so looking forward to it. And then obviously Torracat, as I said earlier, is emitting Incineroar, Intimidate, Parting Shot, even Fake Out to break sashes, U-turn. I can even run Bulk Up Leech Life. Torracat will be very, very useful. And it's Terra types, it gets 4 of them, so I can really throw off some of my opponents with that. And that is my team for the PCPL season number 7. Very excited to use this. Obviously, it might change because of the transactions for each week, but this is the team I'm really confident is going to help me win week number 1. So we will see for week number 2 when the time comes, but for now, I've held you up long enough. Let's get right into week number 1. Alright. For week number 1, your Detroit Dragons are taking on the Oshawa Nidokings, led by Carson. We have fought before. Carson is a very experienced draft league player. Very excited to play against you, sir. Your team is absolutely terrifying. Let's go over it. Zekrom, Sneasler, Rillaboom, Gardevoir, Ceruledge, Terra Captain, Ghost, and Fighting. Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Hoopa, Unbound, Overquill, Revavroom, and Pikachu. Oh, I should probably mention, with this league, they decided to give everyone a cheerleader Pokemon. So for 0 points, you can draft a 1-pointer, or you can use the remaining point just to grab a cheerleader. I guess he chose Pikachu as his cheerleader. I chose Torracat for mine. But this team, if you look at it, you might notice something. It is very physical. Gardevoir and Hoopa are the only potential special attackers on this team. Which is they're very good special attackers, especially Gardevoir, because of the setup they can get. But I plan to use that to my advantage here. Zekrom, very, very powerful restricted, massive attack stat, decent speed tier, but this guy is why we're bringing Krookodile. Krookodile will obviously have Intimidate for this battle. It'll be my Stealth Rock setter, but also threaten EQs. It's potentially a lead for Carson to lead Zekrom, just to get Dragon Dances off, but if I lead Krookodile, it covers for that. Krookodile also covers for a lot of other leads, such as Sneasler, Revavroom, and Hoopa, and also drops an Intimidate on Urshifu if he decides to lead that. Sneasler, very, very threatening, very fast, very powerful. Dire Claw is one of the worst designed attacks in the game. I hate it, and it has Unburden. But, not to worry. That's why we are bringing Skeledirge. Skeledirge is going to be the wall for Sneasler to overcome. I can also break its sash by using Will-O-Wisp, so that he doesn't get the Unburden boost. And Skeledirge is also a complete wall for Ceruledge. You might notice something on your screen here. There's no item on Skeledirge. That is intentional. Poltergeist is Ceruledge's strongest move, and if he doesn't suspect me not having an item and he uses it, it's not going to do a dang thing. I'm hoping that happens because it's funny. Gardevoir is pretty scary. A lot of the time they'll run Choice Scarf just to get very powerful Moonblasts off. Which is fine, but that's another reason why Skeledirge is in here. It's a fairy wall. Psychic will still do some damage, but being unaware, no matter how many Calm Minds Gardevoir uses, it won't matter. Urshifu. Urshifu is a very, very powerful water attacker, very fast, can often run Choice Scarf or Band, but that's why we're bringing Brambleghast with the Rocky Helmet item. Brambleghast will be a complete wall for Urshifu to overcome. I will resist all Surging Strikes, and I'll be immune to close combat. It does learn Ice Spinner. I don't think he'll bring Ice Spinner. I really don't, because it doesn't really do much into my team. Brambleghast with Strength Sap and Spikes will be a menace for that thing to deal with. Now, you might notice there is a decent weakness to Bug on this team. Gardevoir, Rillaboom, and Hoopa, all weak to Bug. So, Arceus will be coming along with a special set. I plan to use Bug Judgment, which is really cool. I've never used Arceus before, so this will be fun. But Arceus has 120 in every stat. It is absolutely crazy. But I can use Calm Mind, I'll have Earth Power, and Recover. And so if I can get a couple Calm Mind boosts, plus a Recover, I should be able to handle pretty much everything on this team, and I'll outspeed it. The only thing I will not outspeed is Sneasler, because I'm not planning on running max speed on Arceus, so Sneasler will always outspeed me. As an additional counter to Zekrom, as well as Rapid Strike Urshifu, and as a switch into Rillaboom, Enamorus will be making her way into the battle with the Choice Scarf item. This is to make sure we outspeed any Choice Scarf Urshifus, as well as Choice Scarf Zekrom. I should be able to one-shot all of them pretty easily. I do have Mystical Fire for the Rillaboom as well as Sludge Bomb, but I don't think they'll really be needed. But, you know, just in case. And as long as the Revavroom comes in and is not running Air Balloon, or if the Air Balloon gets busted, Enamorus should be able to handle that too. So Enamorus will be a very good player here. And finally, we're bringing Iron Boulder to this game. Now, Boulder really isn't a counter for anything on this team, but if I can bring it in at the right time and go Fighting Terra, there is nothing on his team outside of Hoopa that will one-shot me, and I will safely get a Swords Dance off. With the power of Booster Energy Speed, I will outspeed everything and one-shot everything. That's the power of Boulder, baby. Alright. Well, that's it, guys. That's my team for week number 1. I'm looking forward to it. Carson, good luck to you, sir. Let's get right into the battle, guys. Please consider liking and subscribing if you like my content. I really appreciate it. Let's go. Alright, Carson. Alright, no Rillaboom. There's Gardevoir. No Hoopa as I expected. Hoopa will not be able to deal with Arceus whatsoever. No Overquill. Okay. Cool. So, what you gonna lead, buddy? Could lead Krookodile in case of a physical attacker lead. Could lead Bramble to set up spikes. But I think we want Bramble as a switch-in. I think we definitely want Bramble as a switch-in. Because I have Rocky Helmet. Alright, bud, good luck. If you lead Zekrom, then that's even better for Krook. Good luck, bud. Okay. He might switch. He might go for Swords Dance. I'm clicking Stealth Rock. Okay. I had a feeling he'd swap. Okay. Easiest switch in the world. We just go directly into Bramble. Even if he switches at the same time, it's fine. I got Stealth Rock up. We just can keep pivoting around. But I definitely can't take a Surging Strikes with this guy, so let's see if he called it or did not call it. Alright. That's half of Urshi's HP gone. But he did half to me. That was a lot of damage, actually. I definitely wouldn't survive another. But that means we probably just need to sack Bramble now. I don't see a point in switching. Okay. Yeah, I got my HP back. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't want to take all that damage. You can have Infiltrator. I don't have screens in this game. Okay. Brambleghast. Gardevoir. Gardevoir can do quite a bit to me, but it won't kill me with anything. I can hit it with a Poltergeist. I won't outspeed it, I don't think, unless he's not running speed at all. Ow. Choice Scarf, okay. That's good to go. That's good to know. Nice. Gardevoir's down. Cool. But Brambleghast is about to go down too then. Okay. I definitely see you going for a Bitter Blade or a Shadow Sneak, so I'm going to switch into big boy over here. Okay. Nothing he has wants to take a Shadow Ball. And he might have Flash Fire, so we don't want to throw out a fire attack just to catch something. So we're gonna go for the Shadow Ball. He might try and click Poltergeist. If he does, this is gonna be really funny. Okay. Could be Ghost or Fighting. Ghost. Cool. Please click Poltergeist. Make my day. Sorry, Carson. Aha! Didn't KO. No item. Haha. Gotcha. Oh, I should have mentioned, we're not on a comp right now. There were some scheduling mishaps, and we didn't get a comp going. So we're on a 20-minute timer right now. I should probably mention that. Ceruledge is gone. He decided to just sack it, which I'm absolutely fine with. Cool. The obvious thing is to switch into Brambleghast. And then we just send in Enamorus. I'd rather keep Skeledirge alive. Okay. Cool. Alright, now we can send in Enamorus. Nothing he has wants to come in and take... I could go Earth Power, because he could just switch into... Yeah, he could switch into, what's it called? Revavroom. Oh, but it might have Air Balloon. Uh-oh. I didn't consider that. Uh-oh. But he might be thinking Moonblast, so we'll see what he does. He might just swap into, Sneasler here. Nope. He's sacking. Urshifu gone. Nice. Revavroom, yep. Air Balloon. Yep. Okay. That's where we send in this boy. Get the Intimidate off. And then we go for Knockoff. Doesn't matter if he uses Shift Gear. Yeah. Because his attack is down. And then Boulder should easily take a hit with a Terrestrialization. We just click Knockoff here. He won't one-shot me or anything. Now, Iron Head might flinch me, but... Oh! Cool. Oh, nice crit. Holy moly. Skeledirge will also handle this well. Don't flinch. Let's go. Krookodile, baby! The Krook! Okay, what's next? Probably... I would imagine Sneasler might be coming out next. Yep. I have Chople Berry, so there is a good shot I'll live an attack here. My Chople Berry is not broken. But even if I do die, it doesn't matter. Sash is broken. Doesn't truly matter. So let's go for it. Oh. Oh! Acrobatics. Not even close combat. Oh. Okay, maybe he thought I was going to switch into Arceus. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe he tried to call a switch into Arceus. Oh. Oh. Alright then. Okay. Dragon Claw, okay. No Dragon Dance. This should be game then. Because Iron Boulder can come out and just wreak havoc. Oh, it's lefties. Okay, it's lefties. Actually, does Enamorus just Oko here? Yeah, it does. Let's go! GG's! Oh, yeah, good game. Alright, the great game, Carson. Sorry about the, the no item skill. I'm sorry. But it made sense. Skeledirge is a wall for Ceruledge. If I don't have an item, because Poltergeist does nothing. I have high enough defense to where Shadow Sneak does not much, and then I don't care if he Swords Dance, because unaware. So, I definitely expected maybe Scarf on the Zekrom, but it wouldn't have mattered because Enamorus is also Scarfed, so it didn't matter. Arceus didn't even come out. But I can see why you didn't bring Hoopa. I was kind of worried about Hoopa getting set up, but it's weak, fortunately weak to Bug. So, but GG's good. That puts us at 1-0. We are starting off this league strong. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you for week number 2. Bye bye.